Hey, it's Brett and Coach here, and today we are completing and reaching 100 breweries on our Drink Illinois passport. We only need 3 more, but I think we do have 4 scheduled just to make sure in case something is closed for a private event or anything like that. But we are here at our first one, which is Duneyrr in the South Loop on Motor Row. We have been here a couple times before, and it's always a great time. Really love the space, and the creator, Tyler, great guy. We walked in and he immediately recognized us, even if we haven't been here in a good minute. We decided to get a flight of 4 of specifically all of Duneyrr's stuff, just because Modern Dune also shares the same space. So all of these are Belgian ales or Nordic ales. Makes sense for the name, Duneyrr. But to start off, this is Golden Hour coming in at 5.2%. Good smell to it. Crisp, clean, a little bit of caramely maltiness to it. It is a collaboration with Oliver. Not exactly sure who Oliver is. I'll take it. I'll give it a 6. And then this is Super Sauvin, which is a vineyard ale. Big tropical scent with a little bit of funk underneath. Very unique because they do kind of blur the lines between wine and beer with a little bit of cider and funk thrown in, and that's exactly what this is. Delicious, light, crisp. Could definitely drink a bunch of these. 8.5. Not surprised. And then this is Homage in Bruges coming in at 8.7%, so a little on the strong side. Smells very yeasty funk to it, so I'm excited. If you wanted a funky beer that isn't overpowering and just delicious to the point, definitely would recommend 7.5. I might be a little biased to Duneyrr just because have been here before and it's very up my alley for beer. And then last up, this is Antlers, which it has notes of red fruit and hops. A good balance between that little bit sour funkiness with a more hopped beer. So it's a cool take on it. I'd probably give it a 6.5. All of these delicious. My only complaint is I wish it was closer to where I live in the city. Otherwise, we'd be here a lot more frequent. So besides just beer, Duneyrr does do wines and ciders. I got the easy cider and I opted for a full pour just because why not? Gotta celebrate 100 a little bit. This is the easy cider, which is an apple-based cider coming in at 6.7%. Smells very cider forward, a little bit of cider funk to it. Again, exactly up my alley. A little bit of vanilla on the end. The first half is a lot of saison-y cider funk. I say this as a compliment. Paint thinner in the best way. It's oaky, it's rich, it's been aged, still with a fruit tartness. I'd give this, you know what? I'd give this a 9. Granted, I probably won't put this on the ranking list for our finale recap video because it is a cider, while this is the beer passport. Worth checking out if you like anything like this for alcoholic beverages. Again, I cannot say enough good things about Duneyrr. Staff and Tyler, the owner, has been nothing but nice, kind, especially when we have gone to little tasting event pop-up things around the city. But now, let's head to our next place. We talked to Tyler before we left, just because we were debating on do we go to Alulu, Marz, or Monochrome for our 100th, just because we have one stop and then it's our 100th. I think our plan is to head to Alulu, then go to Marz for our 100th, and then if we're feeling up to it, go to Monochrome, just based on some insider knowledge, second opinion, other people at the bar type vibe. So Alulu it is, and then Marz will be our 100th. Obviously, we made it here to Alulu Brewing for our 99th brewery stop. They don't do flights, they only do full pours, so this is twin canning coming in at 4.9%, which is a rice lager. It has lychee and black tea in it as well. But besides the lychee and black tea, it has flavors of jasmine rice as well as malt. Light smell to it, fairly refreshing. The color, I expected it to be a little bit more unique, while this is a little bit more on the lagery side, more of a golden color. How do I put this politely? It does the bare minimum to be interesting. It has a little bit of lychee sweetness, a little bit of Japanese lager rice flavor to it. I don't think the tea flavor is really present except for a minimal note that you have to actively think about to even taste it. It's more lagery than anything else. I think it under-delivered, so I'd give it a 4.5. But let's go get our 100 sticker. We made it here to Marz Brewing, which is a place that Brian begs me to go all the time, but by train, it is a little far. But for our 100th stop, he did manage to drag me here, which means we are done with our Drink Illinois passport. We opted to go here to our last spot instead of Monochrome Brewing, so we've completed everything we needed to sticker-wise, and now let's celebrate. I clearly got a final flight of 4 here. This is Florida Weiss coming in at 7.2%, which is a wild ale with passion fruit, guava, mango, and a bunch of other stuff in it. Smells very sour, very tropical. If you have seen my Toppling Goliath video out in Iowa, it reminds me of the mango or pineapple Fandango. I wish it was a little bit more sour on the punchiness. I'd give this a 7.5 though. This is the Gay IPA, which arguably that's what Brian and I know Marz for. It comes in at 7.2%. One of the smoothest IPAs I think is out there. Good hoppiness without being bitter. Good floral, tropical notes without being pine needle-y. Delicious. I'd also give this a 7.5. And coming in at 5.7%, this is Toucan Chan, which is an IPA with green cardamom and citrus zest. So I'm expecting tropical, fruity, but still with that cardamom Middle Eastern flavor with the citrus notes. Ooh, it does have that big cardamom scent. I love cardamom with coffee, tea, hopefully beer. It's not the biggest cardamom flavor, but it definitely grows on the palate, especially towards the end. I think this is the first beer that I would say is successful on the cardamom flavor. That is delicious overall. I am very surprised with this. I'd give it an 8. And then last up is Yakult, which comes in at 7.2%, which is a wild ale with strawberry and lactose. It smells lactose smooth with a little bit of a strawberry field scent to it. A nice strawberry flavor, a good sour haziness, creaminess to it. I'd probably also give that a 7.5. So 3 extremely solid beers to wrap up, and then the cardamom for me takes the cake. This has been a great note to end on for the series here at Marz, but definitely hit subscribe. We have our final overview video coming up where we are arguably giving out the best and worst of superlatives. If you have any final questions that you want to add to that, leave them in the comments below and they just might make the video. But also please stay subscribed because there are a lot more breweries coming up, as well as a bunch more travel content where I will actually be in coach. So look forward to Singapore and Japan travel videos if I haven't started posting them already. But for this Drink Illinois passport at a brewery, this is the last time. So once again, like, comment down below, and subscribe, and I will see you next time in coach.